This is a video for one of our Facebook followers who's reached out and asked us to do a video on game improving irons. So hopefully every iron that you invest in the future is going to be a game improving iron for you. That's the reason why you'd buy some new ones. But I thought I'd do some stuff that really incorporates all of the new drops on the market too. So Epic's been out for a while, but again, one of these high-end clubs. So I'm going to put this in the mix with TaylorMade's P790, PXG's 0311, the new the new Titleist 818 series of AP1, TMB, and AP3. So I'm going to hit some shots with all of them. I'm going to bend them all to the same lie angle so I can make contact with them good. I'm going to put the same shaft in every single one. They're going to have variable lofts, and I'll post a picture and image of kind of what their lofts are, and we'll hit some shots and give you some feedback on what's going on with all this new product. So we're fortunate enough here at Cool Clubs to have all of these brands in one place with great testing facilities so that we can demonstrate things like this and put them head to head. I'm going to start with the AP1, the 818 series. I'm going to hit a few balls with each. I'm going to give you my opinion on the looks, and I'm going to talk you through the data and tell you what they're actually up to. But AP1 looks, it's quite fat on the top line, it's quite long from heel to toe. Some better players might not like it, but definitely inspires forgiveness. Well, it looks like you're going to hit it pretty well all the time. So we've got a bit of a wind into us today. It's making that ball stall up a little bit. Didn't get that one great in the heel slightly. 128 ball speed, spin rate 5600, carried it 163 meters, and it landed at 52 degrees. So some of that's definitely the wind, but a controllable land angle there, not steep. Another, average swing, come out pretty well down my target line, 130 ball speed. Felt and sounded a little louder than my TaylorMade P750s, but not a problem. 163 carry, land angle 53. Really two consistent golf shots there, even though they weren't great shots. Let's try and get a bit more on this one. Again, just didn't get it. It's just going to finish on my target line, just left of it. 130 ball speed, 166 through the air, 48 land angle. So really consistent golf club there. So now on to Titleist's TMB. Previous released as really only long irons in Australia, so kind of can now have it as a full set. Much different in shape to the AP1, slimmer from heel to toe, thinner on the top line, a better looking golf club in my opinion, and it's really one of the first hollow designs that we're going to hit today, similar to the PXG with foam field and P790 with foam field. So we'll start to grasp how they're all comparing against each other in performance, sound and look. Didn't hit that one anywhere near as good as what I thought I did the AP1. 126 ball speed, spin rate similar, still moved it 160 meters through the air, land angle 54 degrees. Definitely a little steep, but there is a wind into us there. Again, not perfect. This is a good example of not necessarily swinging it great every time, but seeing what the club's up to. 126 ball speed, 156 through the air, so a little drop out there, a little steeper land angle. If you can't see these shots on the screen, don't worry, I'm going to talk through the TrackMan data at the end. Hit that one a little better, but left the face open. 128 ball speed. As expected, spin rate a little higher with the glancing blow, 155 through the air. Not bad, different sound. Possibly a little better sound to my ear than the AP1, but certainly a better looking club to my eye. So on to the AP3, one of the Titleist clubs that's not been produced before, so it's a new addition to their line of irons. Great looking iron, really tidy shape, heel to toe, nice and rounded, thin on the top line. Maybe a little more offset than I'd like to see, but still a good looking head. Similar, not perfect contact, but 125 ball speed. Spinning, 5800, nothing dramatic. 155 through the air. 50 degree land angle. Straight down target line. Again, not a perfect hit, but just holding down the line. 125 ball speed, super consistent. 5600, 159 through the air, 50 degree land angle. Don't mind that. Well, I've chunked that and it's come out okay. Moving left, 122 ball speed. 5300, 153, nothing wild, actually tighter than the others. Just didn't make great swings at that, but actually quite acceptable. PXG 0311, original model, not the Tour, not the XF. I guess this is where guys are going to start getting interested. This is this high-end golf equipment. Let's see how it starts to stack up. Looks great, similar to the TMB, maybe a little fatter on the top line, but really clean shape. Made a pretty good pass at that, finishing just left of target. 129 ball speed, 5700, 165 through the air. I mean, I've hit that pretty well. Different sound, maybe quieter, softer feel for sure. Definitely compared to AP1, definitely compared to TMB. Haven't made the best pass at that. Pulled it a wee bit, but 126 ball speed. Still felt all right. 5400 land angle, 50, 159 through the air. Pretty decent for a miss hit. And definitely not my best swing there, but held it start line. 127 ball speed. As I expected, it's dropped out to 156 with the miss hit, 52 degrees land angle. But that was a real shocker of a strike, and it actually came out okay. TaylorMade P790. Now, we've probably all read the stories online at the moment. Let's try and get past that, and let's just look at it as a golf club and say, I kind of like the offset, don't mind the head shape. Top line, okay, toe shaping is, you know, arguably better in both the Titleist AP3, TMB, PXG. Sets up nice. .132 ball speed, it's a good start. Launched it pretty similar. Spin rate 5500, 169 through the air, 49 degree land angle. I mean, that is strong. Felt great, like soft, quiet, not loud and clicky. Felt awesome. I've made a pretty bad move at that and I've tugged it. And I got a .131 ball speed out of it. Launched it similar, spun it lower. Granted, I've pulled it a little bit. 172 through the air. And I've completely missed that. Down target line, 128 ball speed. Similar launch. low spin because I've mishit it, 171. I mean, that's pretty forgiving. As I said, I'll talk you through these TrackMan numbers, but if you can see the circles, that's crazy. Okay, last but certainly not least in this experiment is the Epic. Not the Pro, just the standard model. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this head shape. Fat and really rounded and small with offset. For me, all of those things aren't my favourite to look at, but let's see what it actually does. Well, I definitely haven't made a great move at that, but I've pulled it a little bit. It's got 132 miles an hour of ball speed on it. I mean, it's spun low. It's gone 182 meters through the air and landed at 46 degrees. Bearing in mind we're into the wind. Wow. Let's try and make a better pass at this. All right, well, I've definitely hit that one better. Down target line this time. 131 miles an hour ball speed. 16 launch. Spin rate 4,900, so it's definitely a low spinner. 173 through the air, 50-degree land angle. More acceptable, but still strong for a 6-iron, that's for sure. Not my Sunday best strike. 133 ball speed. Again, crazy ball speed. Launch quite strong there, 14.5. Spin rate 4,900, 174 through the air, land angle 51. I mean, that is a strong 6-iron. So let's have a look at this data. Remember, we're testing irons, so distance isn't everything. We're looking here on this screen at the collection of the shots and their carry point. The grouping, you can see it's color coded for each iron. The longest is the Epic, and there's a bit of a stretch from top to bottom. You know, we were ultimately looking for consistency in distance. We want a nice stable land angle so we can control the ball landing into the green. I think the best ones that really offered that, and a nice combination of the two, was the TaylorMade P790 in here and the AP1. You could argue the AP1 has been great, you know, over 160 meters in carry and very, very close. I think what was also good about this test is I didn't hit every shot great. You know, these are good, bad and indifferent shots all mixed together, and all of these game improving, inverted commas, clubs are actually performing and doing what they're asked to do. Really the only difference is kind of control of ball flight and distance. If we're looking into the numbers and the peak heights there, you can see that the AP3 might be coming a little low there. Epic's coming in, you know, a long way, but not much spin on it. So the real good ones, again, this consistency and tightness, is the orange of the P790 and the white of the AP1 were fantastic. If you're kind of looking at the numbers, highest ball speed production was the Epic, and then followed by the P790 and then AP1. That's why the distances are up on those shots there. But the spin rate is kind of too low to control for the Epic for my liking. 790 much better, and all of the others under control there. So I think the takeaway there is really that, you know, control and forgiveness is everything. If we're looking at looks, in my personal opinion, I love the PXG, I love the AP3, I like the sound of the P790 the best out of anything, the feel of the P790, and then in last place for me is kind of the Epic there and the AP1. This is all kind of great information, but you've got to have these shots and hit them yourselves, and look at your own personal data. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. Feel free to reach out with any questions about it. Feel free to ask us to do other videos, and hit like and follow our page.